If you're interested in traveling to China and want to experience its culture, food, and sights but are worried about not knowing much about the country, then follow us. We'll provide you with guides on all aspects of traveling in China. First off, there are two main things you need to prepare for: physical items and digital items. But the digital items are even more important. With 80% of people in China using digital payments and other virtual services, you'll want to use your phone for things like paying, booking hotels, buying tickets, and scheduling services. This will make your trip more efficient and comfortable. Here is some of our advice to help you get started. Now, China currently has 3 types of visa-free transit policies: 24 hours, 72 hours for 3 days, and 144 hours for 6 days. If you're interested in the 144-hour visa-free transit, here is what you need to know. You must be from one of the 54 eligible countries for visa-free transit, and your destination should be one of the 41 designated open ports. Make sure you're aware of where you can stay in China. Also, you'll need to have these documents: a valid international travel document like a passport, a ticket with a fixed date and seat within the allowed time. To travel from China to a third country, this can be a paper or electronic ticket. You need to fill out a temporary entry card for foreigners, and go through border inspection and questioning. If you want to stay in China longer, we've got 2 options for you. You can leave China when your initial transit period ends. Travel to nearby countries like South Korea, Japan, or Thailand. Take a break for a couple of days, and then come back to enter China again, same process as before. Or you can apply for a Chinese visa, an L visa for tourism. You'll need to check with the local Chinese embassy to find out exactly what documents you need. Generally, you'll need to prepare the following materials. Now, let's learn how to use electronic tools. Let's take Alipay as an example. You can set it up in just 2 easy steps. First, download the Alipay app and register using your phone number. Once you're registered and on the main page, you need to link your bank card. Alipay supports many banks, so choose the one that works for you. After linking your bank card, you're all set to use Alipay normally. There are 2 ways to make a payment. You can scan the other person's QR code to pay, or you can open your own payment code and have the other person scan it to pay. Now you can use Alipay to scan QR codes and enjoy services like taking the subway, hailing a taxi, booking high-speed train tickets, booking flights, and reserving hotels. For example, if we want to take the subway now,
So this one, here is a for bus, but you press this one is a metro.
scan once when you enter the station and again when you exit. Alipay will automatically charge you based on the distance. The subway is much cheaper than taking a taxi and is very convenient and fast. Subways in different parts of China vary. Some mix local cultures, while others symbolize technology and the future. Overall, riding the subway in China will give you a unique experience. Come and try it out. Finally, there's a pretty important issue, and that's about high-speed train ticket purchases. In China, the high-speed rail system is very advanced. You can almost go anywhere by high-speed train. What we recommend here is the Railway 12306 app. Download the app to register. Fill in the information according to your passport. Verify through Emoli and open the app again. Upload your passport picture and picture of you holding the passport, and verify your identity. It takes 3 to 5 days to verify. Select your departure place and destination and choose date. Then you can see different railway information. There are second class, first class, and business class seats to choose from. Select your seat and make a reservation. Add the passenger's details and make the payment. Once the payment is done, you're all set to take the high-speed train. If you want to buy tickets for others, they'll also need to go through real name authentication, and you can buy for a maximum of 8 people. After you've booked your ticket on the app, to board the high-speed train, just go through the special lane and swipe your passport. It's super fast and convenient. Of course, you can also buy tickets on trip, though there will be a service fee on Alipay, or you can choose to buy tickets directly at the high-speed train station's ticket window. The staff there will be very helpful and take care of all your needs. Lastly, here are some tips for taking the high-speed train. Next, we're going to give you some specific tips for traveling to China. First up, let's talk about your internet options in China. This is a crucial step, because all the digital tech relies on the web. We've got 3 suggestions for you. First, there's international roaming. The advantage is, you get to keep your personal phone number. The downside is, it can be really expensive. So, before you opt for international roaming, make sure you understand all the charges involved. Second, you could go for an eSIM card. The benefit is it's relatively cheaper, and you don't need to install a physical SIM card. It's quite convenient. The disadvantage is, you won't be able to use apps that require a Chinese phone number, like Meituan for food delivery, or Didi for ride-hailing. The third method, which we also recommend, is to get a local Chinese SIM card. You can buy one at the airport with your passport. Although it takes up your phone's SIM card slot, it gives you the ability to receive texts and calls, which can help you with food delivery, ride-hailing, ticket purchases, and more. Plus, it's very cost-effective. If you've made it this far, congratulations! You've already outpaced 90% of foreigners coming to China for travel. To wrap things up, we'd like to talk about some special situations you might encounter in China, and we hope this video can offer some help when you're at a loss. Firstly, if you have any food allergies, it's best to mention them in advance, because Chinese food doesn't particularly list allergens, and dishes might be prepared in ways that make the ingredients unrecognizable. They're all delicious, but do be mindful what to do if you get hurt or sick in China. You can dial 120 to call an ambulance, provide a clear description of your location and symptoms, and wait for the ambulance to arrive. Ambulance services come at a cost. You can also take a taxi to the hospital with your passport. It's best to go to public hospitals, those with signs like People's Hospital of Essex Province City, where the fee structure is the same for foreigners and locals, and there's no arbitrary pricing. China's healthcare system is comprehensive and efficient. If you're worried about communication, you can use a translator. Hospitals have information desks, and you can ask for help with any issues you encounter. Even at night, hospitals have emergency services to assist you. Secondly, if you encounter any difficulties or dangers, you can seek help from the Chinese police, or dial 110 for the emergency line. China is a very safe environment, but if you face any emergencies or troubles, the police are there to help. The Chinese People's Police are a reliable group that can ensure your safety and rights. Thirdly, the Qinling Mountains block the climate, causing a temperature difference of over 150 degrees Fahrenheit between northern and southern China. If you're planning to travel in China, check the local weather in advance and pack appropriate clothing and luggage. Lastly, Chinese customs are strict. If you want to buy souvenirs to take back, make sure to check if they're allowed by customs. Of course, our video guides will also recommend souvenirs that are allowed and have Chinese characteristics, along with more detailed guides, such as how to quickly see pandas like huahua, as well as food recommendations and must-visit attractions in different places.